Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy, the Juicy Prodigy, and I'm back with another YouTube video. And
Peter, I'm with May. It's bad. You need to get that anti-serum here within the hour. And if you can't, then you need to get yourself here.
But anyway, guys, we're back with another YouTube video. We're playing some more Marvel Spider-Man. Now we gotta be close to the ending of this game.
Coming from multiple vehicles. Officers near Nolita, please report.
I gotta shut this convoy. You guys drunk? Just stupid.
So yeah, basically we're just playing more. We're gonna be like really close to the ending of this.
Well, that's just...
Super close to the ending. This should be the ending, and if it's not, it should be like close.
Rikers inmates are like taxis. You can't find them when you're looking, and when you're not, they're everywhere. I think this is proof they weren't ready for civilian life.
Anyway, guys, I love you all. Thank you so much for all the support, guys. Make sure you go check out on the other videos, and hopefully you're getting caught up to date with this Spider-Man, or like if you haven't seen the others on the channel, make sure you go check that out. But if you have seen it in like other people's, and you're just going to see like the reaction, just yeah, guys. So. But basically, if you haven't, make sure you go check out the other ones before you watch this, because it's going to be like really confusing. This is like a spoiler. If you haven't watched any others, you won't. It will be confusing, trust me, guys.
Officers needed to subdue a riot. Officers needed in Hudson Town.
Gotta stop those inmates before they kill someone. You guys must really miss the rap, huh? Because me, I'd be in Vegas by now. Show me what you got! Gonna crack your skull! Get back!
No. But yeah, guys, so anyway. It's like, oh my god, I don't even know what part of this is. Like, in part of 29. But anyway, guys, also, go check out my other video, the one I posted yesterday. Because pretty much it was a banger, guys. Like I did this new song. I just posted this new song, guys. Like I was doing a freestyle on like the no robot being, it was fire, guys. Like I was so much good support. Like so much good
inmates are
views
like
on
taxis.
it, guys.
You
Thank
can't
so much
find
for
them
all
when
the
you're
support.
looking,
It means a
and when
lot.
you're not, they're everywhere.
People are saying that it's fire, you know. Just go check it out if you haven't already.
Don't let them get any more. We can still win this.
So this is all basically I have to say. I'll leave the link down in the description too.
Death wish? I can tell you that.
Here we go, guys.
Never understood people whose idea of fun is setting buildings on fire. Didn't I put some of you guys away 8 years ago? Man, I feel old. Taste of that.
And how about the Red Sox going to the World Series in
But
like,
keep
for
this
the
up.
first time
Seattle
in
have
more
arrested
than half a
literally
decade, guys.
everyone in
That's
Rikers.
crazy.
Again.
Anyway, guys, like I like my outfit and I like it. I like the suit power. I just want to know, like see if I can make any more upgrades on like the suit mods, if you know what I'm trying to say. If feel like I could upgrade maybe. Like probably get rid of the melee damage and see what's the best. But anyway, guys, so this intro is probably like a longer track, guys. I just wanted to
Gotta love
just let
Sable
you guys
agents.
know, touch
Always
base with
showing
me
up
for
where
a
they do
minute.
the least good.
So yeah, we gotta be close
Captain,
to the
sorry I've
ending.
been off the grid. Any new intel?
No, we've got nothing.
Oh no, is she
You
sick
alright?
too?
I mean,
I'm sick. Everyone is now. My guys all went home to be with their families. I didn't see any reason to stop them.
hey, come on. I've never known you to give up. We can do this. It'll be okay.
I don't believe that anymore. I did everything I knew how to do. Gave all I had, and things just got worse. It's over. I'm going to my mom's. She's got it too. She's a widow, and no one should be alone when...
I understand. Go.
So we're gonna have to
Yuri.
do this alone.
Thanks for all your help. And thanks for being a friend.
So we're gonna have to do this alone. We're gonna have to take down Dr. Octavius alone.
1010, need officers to respond to a reported drug deal. Nearby officers, please proceed to the West Village.
Sleep it off. Hey, guys! You got prescriptions for this stuff?
Here we go.
Huh. Fisk did keep these wannabe pushers in check. Wait a minute, what's that feeling? You want...
Alright guys, so this is one long ass freaking intro. I'm gonna probably crop it up, you know, but anyway guys, so make sure you do all that good stuff. Make sure you smack the like
Nuts.
button, okay
Hate it when they
guys.
lie in wait.
Let's do this. Let's do some things. Maybe if I can get some guys, and also I'm getting Assassin's Creed Odyssey, guys. I'm telling you guys, I'm getting
Almost
the gold
flattered
edition.
Sable sending her best guys after me. Almost.
I'm getting the gold edition because me and my mom, we made a bet. Because they go to bingo. So every single time, well, not that, but like the other day we made a bet.
Attention unit, 1043,
Saying
please.
if one of them wins like a $300+ game, that my mom would buy me Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And I kind of pushed it, but it did work for you guys. So I got the gold edition. I'm getting the $100 one, or whichever one is the gold edition. The gold edition, you know, it gives you a lot more, and I'm pretty sure it gives you Assassin's Creed 3, the one with Connor, like the remastered version. And we must be so close to beating this game,
And
guys.
under
We're like
assault.
right there. So
Need immediate
first off, let's see what we can do. Okay, so I need these two. I can maybe get rid of that, but depends on like what I'm gonna get rid of it for. Like I like everything else. Yuri, 5'9", 135 pounds. She's 38 years old. She's from Astoria, New York. She's a captain of the New York Police. She and her Elias is his best bud, my best and let's face it, only friend on the police force. Sure, she's sarcastic and cranky and sometimes wants to kill me, but it comes from a place of love. Fun fact: in her second year on the force, Yuri was sent in to negotiate a hostage situation in the Hell's Kitchen. After 3 hours of talking, she ended it by body slamming the suspect, knocking him out. When asked why she broke protocol, she said, "He annoyed me." While skilled at both hand-to-hand combat and down and dirty police work, she has lately transitioned into a managerial role. A large swath of the police force looks for her guidance, cool under pressure and uniquely focused. Little shakes her confidence. Jefferson Davis, 5'10", 145 pounds, 44 years old, New York. He's from New York. New York. He's a police officer, and his nickname is Officer Davis, or Officer Jeff, or just Jeff. Strange to work with a police officer and have him treat me like an equal, not a nuisance to be brushed away. Officer Davis is the sort of man I hope I would have become if I hadn't gotten my powers. Honest, dedicated, moral. His family's lucky to have him. He's a skilled fighter with intensive firearm training, veteran of the police force. His knowledge of organized crime, Wilson Fisk in particular, is extensive. William Miles. What are we playing? Assassin's Creed, boy? Boy, if you don't get your own ass back. Alright, Miles Morals. He's 5'8", he's 15 years old, he weighs 130 pounds, he was born in Brooklyn, New York, and he's a student. So it says, I can't stop replaying the events in my head. If I had just reacted a second earlier, there was some clue I missed at the construction site. If Jeff would be still alive, and Miles would still have a father, I owe it to Jeff to find some way to help Miles. I don't know how to do it yet, but I have to honor his father's memory, and intuitive grasp of science and technology. So real moral, she's 5'7", 120 pounds. She's 41 years old. She's from New York. And she's a teacher, so it says Ria was so polite to me at the funeral. She's a one hurt, and still she takes the time and tries to make me feel better. She deserves to be angry at me. I should have saved her husband and I failed. It would have been so much easier if she knew the truth and hated me for it. The love of science that she's passed on to her son. Matt Gargan, or Scorpion, 6'3", 220 pounds, 35 years old. He's from Yonkers, New York. He's a gun for hire. Matt Margan used to be the run-of-the-mill street criminal and not an especially good one. That was before he signed up for an untested product here to freeze a human body with mechanized combat suit. The process made Gargan stronger and faster than naturally possible, but also jacked up his rage and aggression. I bet after what happened, the researchers regretted adding a weaponized tail to the suit on top of it all. It's not like Matt just wags it when he's happy to see you. It took me a while to develop webbing strong enough to hold him down for even a few seconds. Encounters with Scorpion have left me more than a few scrapes and bruises. Among much more serious injuries. Don't even want to think about how many more love taps I'll have to endure to get him back behind bars this time. Mentally unstable and changed strength, speed, endurance, and agility. Suit claws allow him to scale any surface while tail can be used as a blunt weapon. His stinger contains a lethal and painful toxin that can be injected or hurled as a projectile. Alexei Svidishevich Rhino, he's 7'5", 710 pounds. She's 41 years old. He's from Russia. Irkutsk. Occupation ex-mob enforcer, and his nickname is Santa Claus. However you say his name, don't call him Rhino unless you're prepared to have your bones crushed. Alexei clearly loves the power the power his experimental combat suit gives him, but hates the way it makes him an easy target for ridicule. Talk about a trigger warning. Alexei would be hard enough to fight without his suit, but with it, he's like some unholy combination of a tank and battering ram and 18 gallons of Russian vodka. Even with my accelerated healing, it took me a couple weeks to recover the first time I brought him down, and that was after he demolished 6 city blocks. I'm not looking forward to the rematch. Superhuman strength and nearly impervious to harm thanks to his mech suit, resistant to extreme temperatures, shock, and explosive damage, resistant to most acid solutions. Max Dillon, Electro, he's 5'11", he weighs 165 pounds, he's 39 years old, he's from Endicott, New York, and he's a professional criminal, and his last is Sparky. Of all the villains I've ever fought, Max Dillon might be the one that worries me the most. The story goes that he gained the ability to control electricity after a freak accident transformed him into a human lightning rod as Electro. Dillon can shoot high voltage bullets at will, and he's come pretty close to zapping me and Spidey shish kebab on more than one occasion. I got lucky the first time we fought it. He would have killed me if he didn't burn himself out with his own electrical current. He was getting used to controlling his powers, and if he ever taps their true potential, I'm not sure even the Avengers could stop him. A living electrical capacitator capable of generating electrostatic energy of roughly 1,000 volts per minute, able to soar upwards of 1,000,000 volts, and can discharge stored energy in the form of lightning blasts, capable of traveling at high speeds. Adrian Toombs, Vulture, 5'11", he weighs 175 pounds. Oh my god, he's 76 years old? And he's a supervillain? And he can fight that good? He doesn't have a heart attack? My goodness. Okay. He's from Staten Island, New York. He's a former electronics engineer. When I first heard that an old guy was dressing up in a bird costume and calling himself the Vulture, I had a hard time taking him serious, but I learned pretty quickly that Adrian Toombs is no ordinary geriatric. He engineered his flight suit himself and gave me a first-hand lesson that spiders don't do well at altitude. It took me years of failed attempts before I finally took him down, and I'm dreading having to do it over again. The sharp wings on his suit are deadly in the fight, but they also allow Vulture to make a quick getaway and I can only swing so fast. Sometimes I wish I was bitten by a radioactive wasp, but I guess that moniker is already taken. A gifted mechanical engineer. His flight suit grants him airborne speed of up to 95 miles per hour and chance strength, able to launch simple energized knife-like projectiles from his wingtips. Taskmaster, 6'2", he's 220 pounds. We don't know his name, we don't know where he's born, occupation. He's an overzealous spider fan. And he's known as that mystery guy. There's mysterious and then there's mysterious. Taskmaster arrived out of nowhere with only one objective: study me. He set up challenges for me throughout the city, trying to learn how I operate and replicate my powers, which I could just ignore, but he's placing New Yorkers at risk. Is he angling towards some grander scheme, or is he just amusing himself? Whatever his end goal, I need to keep tabs on this death mask joker. He's studying me. Two can play that game. Incredible mnemonic talent, able to mimic the moves and powers of most enemies, seemingly very well funded.
Response to Chelsea, over.
Guys, so that's pretty much it. I mean, I already read this, I already read this, I already read this, I already read that. I already read Martin Lee, okay, so I read pretty much half of it, except for like a couple, maybe. I think I read Silver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I haven't read 6 yet. 6, yeah, I haven't read 6, so let's read these more. I think I read Wilson Fisk. Wilson Fisk, he's Kingpin, 6'7", weighs 450 pounds, he's 48 years old. We don't know where he was born. He's a CEO at Fisk Industries, and he's a criminal mastermind, kingpin of crime. Wilson Fisk, aka the Kingpin. What else can I say? He's my biggest nemesis by pure volume and every other available metric. I was 15 when I first took down one of his enforcers. Guy was in jail for all 2 hours. But Fisk has had it, and for me ever since. He controls more of the city than anyone realizes. Police, judges, the city council, you name it, and he's got leverage. If I can put him away once and for all, the city might be safe enough that I could finally focus on the rest of my life. Incredibly strong and resilient. His agility and dexterity have been honed from years of training, and his mental fortitude is nearly unmatched. A formidable strategist. He always has a plan and knows who underestimate him do so at their own peril. So this taskmaster, he's kind of like what's his name? I think it's like the Red Hood, that really mysterious guy that like studied Batman for years or whatever. So he's basically like him. Wilson Fisk, okay, May Parker, she's 5'9", 110 pounds, 66 years old. She's from Brooklyn, New York. Occupation, operations manager at Fee's company. And she's also known as Aunt May. If I could pick one person in the world I want to emulate, it would be Aunt May. She's the strongest and most selfless person I know. I just wish she'd think of herself a little now and then. May started volunteering at Feast shortly after Uncle Ben's death as a way to find some light in the darkness. She said it was temporary, but we all knew this was more than a part-time gig for her. Flash forward a few years, and now she's practically runs the place. Everything she touches is better because of her generous spirit that inspires everyone around her. Norman Osborn, 5'11", weighs 185 pounds. He's 58 years old, Hartford, Connecticut. That's where he's born. He's the mayor of New York. He's the CEO of Oscorp, and he's also known as Mr. Mayor. Norman Osborn, my best friend's dad, the founder of the world's biggest tech company, and now the mayor of New York. It's hard not to admire the guy, or it would be hard if he wasn't arrogant, condescending, and generally dishonest. Still, I can't bring myself to ever hate Harry's dad. Nobody who raised Harry could ever be all that bad. Vast wealth and unmatched political gamesmanship. Herman Shocker, 5'9", is 175 pounds. He's 42 years old. He's from New York City, and he's a professional thief. Herman Skoltz, aka Shocker, was one of my first super adversaries, also the cause of my first celebratory headline story in the Daily Bugle. I was used to guys with guns and knives, or even water balloons filled with hot sauce. Shocker could actually hold his own. If I had known ahead of time, I probably could have found a less destructive way to take him down, but nobody got hurt, and they were planning on remodeling the Flatiron building anyway. Ever since, I've been more careful to back off. If I thought fighting would put civilians at risk, I can always catch them later when I've got the upper hand. That's smart. A gifted autodidact, I don't know how to say that, guys. Uses vibro shock units of his own design to create high pressure air blasts. Okay, so that's pretty much it now. Increases the amount of your healed from focus. That could be handy. I'm gonna go with this.
I guess sometimes you catch. This is not how you exchange insurance information. suspects with felony convictions.
And then, if it's like a too long of a video, but if it's not, I'm gonna just do the mission and then end it. To like complete the game, you know. I wish there was like a suit mod that let you like swing faster, you know.
There, I see it.
No.
Show's
There
over.
we go.
Yoink. Got it. Now I can catch the drone. So close to perfection.
Agents, this is Control. What's the situation in Longacre? Stevens are attacking Outpost Romeo. Send backup.
Amazing covers? What, did I get everything? Huh. I got everything. Let's see what I need. Alright, there we go. Okay, there we go. So, base tokens. Okay, we just need base tokens. Pretty much it. Bases, we need to do bases and challenges. That's it.
That's all of them. Every tower in the city's now up and running.
Maybe it'll help keep the city a little bit safer.
Every little bit helps.
You think we're gonna make it, Yuri?
Who knows? But I'm not ready to give up yet.
But you just said you were.
Hi! We can fight, or, hear me out, we could barbecue. Whew, getting brisk out here. Better go in. And without further ado... MJ, I'm at location number 2. Can you believe these demons wear their masks just like walking around? Must make for confusing staff meetings.
I'll try to figure out their operation while you throw a wrench into it.
战我靠拢！等等，我听到有声音。我一定是不。 好像有动静。蜘蛛侠，拿下他的人头！把我拿来！
Oh, hey! You must be the JV team! Time for a shift change, huh? Good, because these other guys, not impressing me.
Peter, that place is supposed to be a bespoke furniture manufacturer.
From what I can see, it's more like illegal weapons. And this might come as a shock, but I don't think they're really bespoke.
The hipster assassins are gonna be so disappointed.
小心，蜘蛛！飞了你！别让他成功！他受伤了。 训练过的，他会要出事。他用什么打我们？
It's not that I'm not glad to see more of you. It's... Oh, no, wait! It is that I'm not glad to see more of you.
你没办法赢。这就走了。
快推开！
你的命糟了！
More demons. I don't suppose we could settle this with some fruit pies. Yeah.
小心有树啊！ 他受伤了。
MJ, call the police. I've got the place secured.
Nice job. Anytime we can get guns off the street, it's a win.
Nice composition, if I do say so myself.
All units. Officers needed to respond to a
Looks like those mercenaries kidnapped a Roxxon exec and strapped an explosive vest on him. If they see you, they kill him. Tick-tock.
Good thing I got that suit mod.
If they see me, the hostage is dead. Nighty-night.
What's that?
Not gonna lie, feeling pretty good about myself right now.
Now you can't get as
I'm impressed.
better.
And yet you sound like you want to kill me.
Not yet. I have so much more to learn.
I saw some of those psychos in masks hanging around.
Thanks. It's our neighborhood. I'll keep it friendly. Got some good parts from this old cell phone. Wonder what I could accomplish with a real budget instead of dumpster diving.
Folks, I know you're scared. But when I hear reports of looting, fights over food or medicine, I say to myself, we are better than this. You are better than this. I've known you my whole life. I am proud to be a member of this community. Don't give in to fear. Help each other. Stand up for those who need it. I've always hated hearing Spider-Man called a hero. Because real heroes are the people who get up every day with no special powers and do the right thing simply because it is the right thing. So I'm asking you now, be the heroes I know you all are. J. Jonah Jameson believes in you.
Nah, I actually like that. Now this was where we met Comp Jefferson, right? Alright.
Gotta move quick and quiet. Nighty-night.
What was that? Spider-Man. He's here somewhere.
Oh, they're so cute when they're sleeping.
Forget it.
Gotta be quick. Bombs could go off any second. Good, but I can do better. Aw, inmate, trash can fire. It's almost cooked. Hey, making the license plate doesn't mean you own the car.
Someone get him down here! Take that!
Break out of prison? I get that. Steal a motorcycle? I get that. Fight me? Not so much.
Gonna wreck you! Back it up! This is ours!
Never understood people whose idea of fun is setting buildings on fire. Demons are turning the city into a war zone. Guys, come on! You're scaring the pigeons!
He's working with the demons. Fire on Spider-Man! Open fire! SM1! SM1! Engage!
Ignoring now. Rescue Sable from the demons. Sable repays me with bullets to the face. Sweet. Yuri, I've got eyes on a mob of Riker's escapees. They're hunkered down for the long haul.
I'll send a team. But with all that's going on, it might take a while to get enough of my people together.
I don't want to think about what these guys could do in the meantime. I'll handle it. You're just not very observant.
What was that? Gonna make you pay for that!
Oh, sorry. Did I startle you? play the quiet game.
Spider-Man! Thought I smelled something! Spider-Man! I want him dead! Here you go! Watch out!
Okay, everyone be nice to the new guys. You'll be double bunking.
Fire in the hole! Where'd he get this crap? Get clear!
Oh, sorry, my quick wasn't ready. Can you back up, guys? Go out and come back in again.
Spider-Man, from what I can tell, factions that existed within Rikers will stay together now that they're out.
Explains why they're forming multiple strongholds instead of just one big one. They don't trust each other.
Works to our advantage. They're clumped together, but not so many they can't be dealt with.
Easy for you to say. I gotta go. Reinforcements! There are a lot of guys really eager to go back to prison. More? How many guys does Rikers hold anyway?
Let me show you what I got! Like a freaking acrobat!
All clear for the cleanup crew. Tell locals they can go to the bodega now.
Nice work. Things are hard enough in this city without it turning into a giant prison yard.
My injured shoulder eventually healed. The bill took a lot longer to pay.
I have never lied to you before, and I'm not gonna start now. It's looking bad. We're running short on time. The elderly especially are in rough shape. And the NDC, despite working around the clock, as yet has no results. But do not forget this. We're New Yorkers. We take care of each other. We do what's right to the very end. And if we are facing the end, I can tell you this from the bottom of my heart. There's no one I'd rather have at my side. Whatever comes next, we will face it bravely. Together, as New Yorkers. My friends, the privilege has been mine.
So I have to do this.
No talking during the infiltration.
Got eyes on Spider-Man. Watch my back. Surrender or die. Damn it, man down. He's going down. I'm going in. Surround him. Stop resisting. Get him. You're under arrest.
Oh, hey! Reinforcement guys! I just talked to your boss. She said you could take the rest of the day off. I swear!
Bring him down. Watch my back. Bring him down.
Bad news. More Sable guys. Good news? There is no good news.
Spider-Man, that Sable unit's gone rogue before. Sable International's got their hands too full to do anything about it, but they don't care if we do.
I was gonna take him down anyway, but this makes it more fun. Thanks.
Surround him.
Great! More of them! Look, I may consider surrendering if you let me blare the siren on the way to lockup!
Watch my back. Like him. Keep him out of the air.
You guys just won't stop! Tell Silver Sable I said I'm not interested! And this is really getting stalkerish!
There we go.
That took longer than it should have.
Thank you. I was so scared.
Captain, all the people in the cells are out, and they've got their property back.
Good. And Sable International swears they're going to prosecute that squad. I'll believe it when I see it.